your face.
Like I said. Do you like my tail?
Like I said.
Dave Palumbo back with Lee Priest for another installment of Iron Rage. Today's topic we'll be raging about, Lee, is veganism again. I don't know why it keeps coming up. There was that documentary, we talked a little bit about it last time, The Game Changers, and where they talked about all the advantages of a vegan diet. I did a rant on it. I explained, look, you can get all the benefits of a vegan diet while also eating meat, as long as you're incorporating plants and it's about balance. Now I see Kai Green has put out an ebook on his 7-day experience with the vegan diet. Now, I don't know about you. I don't think you really change anything or experience anything in 7 days. It's like saying, I stopped using meth for 7 days and it was wonderful, but I'm back on meth again,
You might save a bit of money if you go off meth for 7 days.
Maybe.
It's like anything. If you're having processed foods and you cut them out for 7 days, sure, you might notice a little bit of feeling different and stuff just due to changing your foods. But, I watched that Game Changer and I don't know, it's like some of the people they interviewed, some of those firefighters weren't the healthiest people, eating junk food and shit food and this sort of stuff. And then they pick some of these elite athletes who are vegan or vegetarian or whatever they are. And it's like, okay, apart from that, you got great genetics to begin with too. So, even if you ate shit, you'd probably be a great fucking athlete no matter what you did. Yeah. And then you get these strong men and some of these bodybuilders, and I'm sure, you could be vegan with fucking growth hormone and testosterone and DECA and fucking Dianabol and all the other shit you're taking as well. So, it's like, look, I'm all for eating clean, or not even clean, but just eating healthy, anything in moderation. Look, if you're maybe having 6 steaks a day, maybe that's too many. So maybe you cut back to 1 steak a day or 2 steaks a day. But I think, just a combination of a bit of fruit, vegetables, and a bit of lean meat here and there. If you just have a well-balanced diet, you can't go wrong. But to go from one extreme to the other and just cut everything out totally, and then you got Mr. fucking, I'm going to save the rhinos, saying now I can't eat cows because that's like being hypocritical. And then in the movie it says that the cows and that make 15% of the pollution more than humans, factories and airplanes combined. So I'm thinking, well, if we don't eat the cows and they keep breeding, we're going to have more fucking pollution. So what are you going to do? You're going to have a cow cull where you just cull the cows and kill them, and then now you're not going to eat them, so you're just going to kill them for the...
Right, and the animal rights people will never allow that, so you're going to have, like you said, an overpopulation of cows, which are going to be farting. You know what it is? They fart. They fart methane gas into the air, and that's what's polluting the air. It's the shit and the farting. So you're right. It's too late already. We already bred all the cows. What are we going to do with them all? We got to eat them. We got to get rid of them somehow.
And how many of these movie stars do you see, or even general people that say, I'm a vegan, vegetarian, save the animals, this and that, but they got their leather Gucci purse, their leather jacket sitting in their fucking leather seats in the car and on the couch at home, all leather. Yeah. Where's that shit come from, you fucking idiots? So
I saw...
No, there's no...
Yeah, I saw these cookies in the store the other day, vegan cookies, and I was reading them, and they had hydrogenated soybean oil in them, which is a plant-based oil. You know what it is? They use, instead of butter, or they use instead of other oils that are, I guess would be considered animal-based, they use plant-based, but what they do is they hydrogenate it to make it a solid at room temperature so they can make the cookie taste like a cookie because it's not using butter. And it's super unhealthy for you, a lot of these fats. So a lot of these vegans don't eat meat or animal products, but they're not eating healthy either. There's a difference between eating healthy and it being a vegan. But just because you're a vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. A lot of vegans eat potato chips and all kinds of crap just not to eat animal products, but they're not eating a healthy diet. I mean, I'm eating right here. I get these snacks I buy all the time. They're called Grit. All the ingredients are vegan. There's pea protein in here. And I'm not a vegan, but I'll eat vegan products because, like you said, I like to balance my diet with healthy stuff. I'm not on a pulpit saying, demonizing any animal products. It's about balance.
I know, and that's all it is. It's like you said, that book of, what's that book called that Kai's got out? Something.
Oh, yeah. What is it called? Something Island? What is it? Stranded Island on a plant-based dieting. He's acting like he has this picture of himself all jacked on 300 pounds as if he's been on a vegan diet fucking for the last 3 years on some kind of, diet, some kind of island, a deserted island. I guarantee you, first of all, I
we have a
guarantee
TV
if
show
Kai
here.
Green was on a stranded island, he'd be fucking swimming in the water, fucking killing fish and eating crayfish and lobsters. He's not going to be eating coconuts and grass, that's for sure. I get news for you.
That book could be like 50 Shades of Grey, because here in Australia we have a TV show called Love Island where they put couples on the island. So could you imagine putting Kai Green on the island with a bowl of fruit? It's like, Jesus Christ! It's like, God knows what could happen. It's like fruit bowl bukkake.
Yeah, you and I make money. He probably sold $20,000 worth of those ebooks, and you and I make fun of. But
I remember Kai was a big pusher when he was with Muscle Meds, and they had that carnivore meat protein, best protein ever made from meat and stuff. So now all of a sudden
Kai is a fish eater. He's a fish eater. I took him shopping. If you remember that video I did with MD years ago, I went to his house when he was living in Brooklyn. We went shopping. The guy bought like 25 pounds of like tilapia. He was eating like 8 pounds of tilapia a day. This guy is not a vegan. He's still not a vegan. He likes his protein sources, but he's a very healthy eater. And so I think he's probably healthy because he eats good sources of animal protein and he incorporates it with plant-based, foods. And that's what it's about. I hate these people that go out there on this pulpit and just put down everyone because they want you to convert to their religion. It's nothing more than people like trying to get you to convert to Catholicism or Buddhism or Islam. They go on these. It has to be all or none. If you don't go with them, then you're against them, and that's just not the way the world works. It drives me nuts.
The whole documentary really is contradictory in a lot of parts, and even you get the strong man saying to be as strong as an ox. He goes, but oxes eat grass and stuff, and then they were talking about the gorillas. But you watch those documentaries on the gorilla, they might have a small bit of meat here and there once in a while, but their main diet is plant-based. And they're going to get protein, but them fuckers eat like 60 kilos of fucking plants and vegetables a day.
All day long.
It's like if you're going to, if the human's going to sit there and eat 50 kilos of fruit and veg all day, you will get your protein and shit, but you're going to be pretty fat as well at the end of the day.
But you're going to have the big gorilla gut, on stage, and then they're going to mark you down, the judges, for distended stomach, right? Because you're eating too many plants.
Now you see all these bodybuilders on the Facebook, and they're all going, "Oh, this is so good, it's so much healthier," because these bodybuilders come out and they say, "Oh, yes, we got Lee. Do you know that the hormones that they put in chickens these days and the hormones that's in meat?" And I'm thinking, you fucking dickhead, what about the hormones you're injecting into your fucking body? Oh, heaven forbid you got a little bit more hormone from your chicken breast that might fucking help you. But no, I can't. Lee, don't drink the tap water. Chemicals in that. Oh, fuck, take some of this shit. It's from Mexico. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm going to inject it, but I won't drink it.
It's worse. It's from China. We thought Mexico was the worst, Lee. China's way worse because they put like heavy metals into the fucking crap that you get from China.
No, but it's like, so I laugh at when they talk about all the chemicals in the chicken breast or, the hormones in the meat, and yet then they go and inject 8 different drugs into their body. Okay, fucking Captain Diana Bowl, you fucking dickhead. It's the latest trend.
I hate people who are followers of trends. You're right. It drives me nuts because next week they'll come out with some kind of new thing. Brad Pitt will come out, hey, all I eat is meat. And someone will come out with this great study and they'll do a documentary about how great meat is. Everyone will be switched. All the vegans will be eating meat, and saying how, veganism sucks. They blow like the wind. I remember when I used to work at MD, whenever a new study would come out, the owner would completely change his whole tune. 1 week, fish oil was the greatest thing since Christ's holy water. And the next week, it was demonized because it was not good. A new study came out. So, look, you got to find out what works for you. You got to get balance in your diet. And there's no one extreme or the other. There's no one's finding out anything new about food that we don't know already. The fucking stuff's been around an awfully long time already. Bodybuilders know what works. A high protein diet works, animal-based, while incorporating plants to stay healthy. And you're not going to figure out anything else. You're not solving the fucking theory of relativity here.
This day and age, all it comes down to is this, fucking money. Yep. Everyone's coming out with some new bullshit, the new fad, and then the new so-called influencers and gurus online jump on board. I got this new vegan diet now, and I can get you in shape. And you watch now the amount of new diets and that will come out from this. And I'd love to follow Arnold around next time he's in Columbus and shit, and get a photo of him eating a steak, because now he's on about eating fucking plant-based and shit. Yeah. Arnold, from what I've seen when Arnold used to be back in the day and even going to World Gym, and when he's eating down at Shartsy's and stuff, he likes fucking meat. So to see him cuddle out completely now, but, you know, I did see a photo of him online riding his bike around with Greta, whatever her name is, that little fucking Hitler girl. I did see him ride his bike around with her around Santa Monica. So,
well, you know what it is also? When you're 70-something years old, you can eat a vegan diet if you think it's going to be beneficial to you, because it doesn't matter. He's not competing anymore. So it's not even a relevant, you know, type of thing. But Hollywood loves to do fad stuff. That's what and the Kardashians, that's what Hollywood is made of. The latest fad, whatever the latest Botox is, or fillers in the face, or hair extensions, or coloring, or makeup, or dresses. That Hollywood loves that stuff. And you know what? All the people that watch TV and the internet and YouTube now are a bunch of followers. They will follow anything they see. I guarantee you, if you and I put together a documentary that could be the most fucked up, stupid theory thing, and you and I said, let's think up the most stupid thing we could possibly think up and make a documentary about it, we can get a whole millions of followers doing that same stupid, whatever idea we came up with, because people like to follow trends. The kookier it is, the more they'll follow it, and it makes me nauseous that people are that dumb and gullible.
Well, I hate it when you go into stores now. You go into coffee shops where you got the cakes and cookies, and you said there's a whole section, vegan this, vegan that, vegan this. What was it before vegan? What was that other thing before that? It was what was it? The stuff that upset people's stomachs.
Gluten-free, Tyler said. Everything was gluten-free.
Gluten-free was the latest fucking craze for a year or two. And now gluten-free's been pushed to the back, and now we've gone into vegan. So
and while the gluten thing was going on, then everything became, remember, I talked about a ketogenic diet for years. No one ever even listened, you know, aside from the bodybuilders I was helping. But then keto became a big thing, and it's still pretty big right now. And everyone's eating keto this, and they're making ketones. They're actually putting them into supplements, and they're saying, oh, if you take this, you're going to get even a better ketogenic response. Meanwhile, there's sugar in with the ketone products, and people are buying this stuff. And people are like, Dave, why don't you produce it? You're a keto guy. I'm like, because the fucking stuff doesn't work. You can't put carbs with ketones thinking you're going to get a benefit from it and more fat burning. You're morons. They're twisting the science to help sell it because it's a fad right now. And fads ruin everything because they eventually people realize they're a fad and then they become disillusioned by the fad.
It's like we said, just balanced, healthy eating. Because even some of those guys, the firefighters, when they said, what do you guys normally eat? Hamburgers, hot dogs, this and that. Of course, when you do your blood work eating that, your blood work's going to be shit high with cholesterol and this and that. So even if you just still had meat for the next week, but just had meat, vegetables and fruit and just cleaned your diet up, in 7 days when you do your blood, of course it's going to be different. But I see it as veganism that's going to destroy a lot of relationships. Could you imagine if you're a gay man in a relationship with a vegan partner? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? If he's suddenly not a meat eater, what the fuck are you going to do? Huh?
Only you would think of that conundrum, Lee.
Or even prostitutes. Now, what's going to happen there if she becomes a vegan?
No swallowing, Lee. They're going to have to, expel it. That's all.
Exactly. You just have to carry a banana around.
Maybe they'll make like a filter that you can put over the thing, and it will filter the animal products that will only allow the plant-based stuff through.
There could be vegan-friendly condoms and stuff like that. This could be a market. This could be a market because there are some people. I put up a thing the other day about these fat-burning capsules, the A5s. And someone goes, Lee, do you have these in vegetarian? Because do you know capsules and stuff can be made from animal products, and us vegetarians can't take capsules. And I said, oh, fuck off and go, suck a dick, whatever I said to him, I don't know. But, they're just so fussy about these gelatin capsules. If they come from animal products, us vegetarians can't have that. It's like, oh, what is it, fucking cyanide? It's going to kill you? It's like, fuck. So I think we can make vegan condoms for the people that like, like their meat but don't like their meat, if you know what I mean.
any extreme is always not the right answer. So if you guys are confused out there, because I think, we're making fun of this, but a lot of people are confused. And the answer to the question is, if it's too extreme, it's not the right answer for you. The answer is always in the middle someplace. So don't go to one extreme or the other. When you see radical people putting out radical, whether it be documentaries or rhetoric, or there's radical coaches doing radical things, stay away from those people. They're dangerous.
It's the thing, because we're in the sport, we know about different diets and stuff, but you can see why, though, the general public, if you're sitting at home and you are a bit unhealthy and stuff, and you watch that documentary and all of a sudden you see, look at the difference in the blood, look at this, look at that. Yeah. You can see how someone's mind can suddenly be like, wow, well, look how many of those things they used to sell on TV of those fat-burning pills, and people would buy millions worth. And then there's that one company years ago where they used to sell that thing you put on your stomach and it gave you electric shocks and it just tensed your abs up. And it actually said burns fat.
Yeah.
So these people brought it, and within like a month, I think they had to refund people's money. But I remember it was a big article. Within that month, they had sold $14 million worth of this product that you just strap on your stomach, because people are sitting at home looking for this miracle answer that, so the general public will watch that vegan thing and go, you know what? I'm going to go vegan now. Like you said, going from eating somewhat normal now to totally vegan, they're probably going to do themselves more harm than before.
As it says in the Bible, beware of the false prophets. And on that note, I'm Dave Palumbo for Lee Priest for another installment of Iron Rage. We'll see you next week. We're out.
Fucking vegans.